been a hot second, hasn't it? So today, me, you, the viewer, I don't know, are working on drafting a pattern. I've moved again, so that explains quite a bit. So you saw the process of me drawing this rough draft. It's not an exact what it's gonna look like, but I also have my measurements over here, and I have taken them and put them on this green paper. So with my measurements, I've kind of just drafted this pattern. Up here, this is going to be the armhole, so the top arch right here isn't going to match up on these sides. So what I did was I took my wrist measurement and then I measured the length between my wrist and my forearm, put my forearm measurement here, connected the dots, measurement from my oh never mind, this is my wrist to my elbow, and then this is my forearm, something like that. So this is my elbow measurement approximately, and I'm connected from my elbow to my bicep to the armhole, and I kind of just connect the dots, and that's how I came up with the pattern of the arm. And then I've taken my rough draft and I've tried to recreate it. Obviously there's a lot less pieces, so I've decided against doing these little squares. I know they look awesome. Maybe I'll add them in later, but for right now, we're just gonna leave it. I've also decided to do it on my interfacing instead of the satin, because satin is a lot more expensive than interfacing. Interfacing, I think this was like $1.50 a yard, and I have 1 yard, versus satin, which is like $3 or $4 a yard, and I think I have 2 yards of that, so that I can mess up, but I don't want to. I folded the paper in half, and that's how I found my half measurements. So I took all of my measurements over here. So for example, for my forearm, let's do my wrist actually. So for my wrist measurement, it's 6 inches. So you can kind of see the seam right here. And I measured 3 inches here, 3 inches there. So, because that is the full circumference of my wrist. So I hope that makes sense. Also, the star, each leg is 2 inches, I believe, is how I measured that. I knew I wanted the star on the bicep area, and so I took the measurement from, because this is my bicep, to the forearm, and I measured the bottom of the star to be equal with the bicep. So when I have the arm on, it'll have the approximately right here. So I hope this all makes sense. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. If you have any ideas of how to make this any easier, also leave them in the comments below. Yeah. So I will see you all next time, and hopefully we'll be cutting out and sewing some pieces together. Bye!